What is it?
Hello, welcome to The Essential Gamer. You're watching What Is It with me, Lee, and what it is Drunken Fist, the totally accurate beat-em-up, a third-person voxel graphicked beat-em-up, a brawler, if you will, a street brawler, much like Streets of Rage and all of those other games that we really enjoy. But what's completely different about Drunken Fist to all the others is in the title. You're drunk. You're a hammered bum. And as a hammered bum, you make your way through town, presumably going home after a particularly heavy night on the Raz, but beating up everyone. I mean, there's no plot, zero plot to this, except you're battered. And you really are a drunken tramp man, and you take drunken tramp man through the town, beating up jocks and other varieties of enemies while also being hammered. And this puts various different situational things on you. You need to pee all the time. You're also off your face, but you can turn into a jock slapping drunken master of sorts. It's got this sort of physics play to it where your guy doesn't necessarily always react when you press buttons or directions, but when you do manage to pull off something, it can be quite satisfying. Otherwise, you'll just be getting your head stoved in quite often by the others. So you get a selection of maneuvers. This is it. This is all the moves in the game, and you it doesn't look like a lot. The challenge is in managing your status, so you need to keep the guy drunk, you need to keep the guy healthy, and you need to stop him from needing a pee all the time, otherwise you lose health. And after you've sort of mastered the basics, you end up getting this sort of simple fighting style down. You learn where the things are on the map, like the burgers for food and the booze, and after you've mastered all of the sort of the physics messing and everything else, you are Bruce Lee on Stella. It's really, really satisfying. It's the most satisfying part of the game. Yeah, the fighting, because it's this janky sort of not quite working, not quite right. When you do pull stuff off, you feel like a ninja. You feel like a drunken master, and they've nailed the sort of the physicality of the fights. And you have some brilliant ragdoll moments with the other characters, and it's where the game shines. There isn't a lot else. There's only 8 stages, I believe. There's a variety of enemies, but they don't necessarily challenge you past their sort of predetermined attack paths. There's not an amazing amount of AI on show. There isn't hundreds of things to go and see. It's 8 levels of beat 'em up stuff. That's it. You're not going to get much else, but it's also what it says on the tin. A drunk guy who likes to piss on people having a street fight. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, there are police in the levels as well you have to avoid. They're slightly more, difficult enemies than what you would normally come up against. Every enemy has its own sort of archetype and its own attack, which you'll learn as you go through the 8 different areas. And I say, really, it's just a case of getting your drunk guy from one end to the other, beating up everybody, and finding arbitrary sort of hidden items. So, what does it offer you? But I can't really sell it. I can't really sell anything else about it. It's exactly what I've said it is. You're a tramp who goes around pissing on people, and it's all these stupid bits where the physics mess with you and everything else. It does make for a very sort of enjoyable experience. Some really stupid sort of madcap moments. It's fun. And with its sort of special slow motion for the knockouts and things like that, and the way the camera sways and everything else, it does look very nice. It's a very simple game. It looks pleasant for what it is. The voxel sort of characters do pop, and they do stand out with these sort of boggly eyes and that sort of thing. It's fun. The game is meant to be fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I mean, if you're taking something called Drunken Fist about a tramp who's pissed off his face having scraps seriously, then you need your fucking head checked out, mate. So, Drunken Fist is fun. I can say that. It's not the most well thought out fighter. It's not a precision beat 'em up or anything like that. It is a bit of a send up of the beat 'em up genre, but it does it with good humour and some nice gameplay. And as such, I enjoyed myself, and I will give Drunken Fist Frank Bruno. So there you go, herald it. As always, if this video has been any good to you, please do like and subscribe. I mean, we need those subscriptions. 93% of people who watched our last video were not subscribed. So nice to have you here, nice to see you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you got anything out of it, please do subscribe, hit that button. If you didn't get anything out of it, then, you know, leave a comment, tell me why. I'll go and get off my face on cheap £1 lager and have a fight in the street. See you later.